Ah, tea time.
Welcome everybody! Souldin of the Grin Brothers here, and it's time for another episode of Tea Time. For this Tea Time, it will be a Nintendo Partner Direct and Indie Showcase sort of thing.
18.
Oh, age warning by the way, there's the Nanka age warning sort of thing. Okay.
Hello,
I'm not sure there's going to be a huge lot for me. Not that I mind indie games.
But
I'm such a big supporter of physical gaming, physical releases of stuff, and the indie games often miss out on the physical game releases sort of thing. So, or at least if they get them later down the road. Today I've got with me a Lapsang Souchong tea. It's a black tea. Brew time is 3 to 5 minutes.
With more indie games headed to Nintendo Switch.
And the brand here today is actually
Sure
White
thing.
Star Heritage,
Why is there-
because Rafahan recently went to the Titanic Museum. Not the actual Titanic, and not the more recent Titanic situation. The old one. And they had like these teas done like a smoking room style thing, as if like tobacco tin sort of thing. So, and there's a Lapsang Souchong tea, fine whole leaf tea. Now, my previous information on it is otherwise known as Jiangshong. This smoke dry tea originates from the Wuji Mountains in 1646. It's a smooth pinewood tea of smoky flavour and woody undertones. This bold tea helps the heart and is rich in antioxidants. Oh wow, they're doing a lot of crossovers with Balatro. I figured I'd read out the specific information of this specific brand of tea. It's a smoky room tea packed by hand in Devon by the House of Hope and Mercy in the Jungle, especially for White Star Heritage. Lapsang Souchong, organic grown black tea leaves smoked over pine. Smoky, dark and sweet, and a classic. It's brew time guide in this one, unlike my one which says 3 to 5 minutes, this one says specifically for 2 minutes, so I have fused this for a lot quite smaller time than I normally do. Well, I say a lot smaller, like 1 minute less. And I've added milk to it, as I usually do, because it is a black tea at the end of the day, so... And that's the person falling. And that's the person... Inside you there are 2 wolves! Pretty. Unfortunately... It doesn't look that different from a whole lot of other indie games nowadays, sort of thing. This sort of like artistic side-scrolling action sort of game has kind of almost become a norm, sort of thing. Again, it looks beautiful, but lacks that kick because there's too many of them now.
A bizarre insect megacorp that's buzzing with mysteries.
Ooh.
In this surreal RPG, you'll take
Okay.
the role of Moth Cubit, an ordinary employee who's recently
Don't really care much for
received a
the
promotion.
art style, but
time to celebrate.
the
The threat of a mysterious event known
Looks
as
kinda
the
cool.
final process is looming.
Neat little
Can
location, neat little
Moth
shrinking
lose
mechanic
the
to it.
company, or even reality itself?
Little secrets.
yeah, well,
twists,
that's a
and
lot of
endings
different
to
gameplay
unravel.
styles of bringing in.
So experiment and
Does
see
kind
what
of again,
happens.
it's I mentioned this in regards to the Nier playthrough, but when you have like a bunch of different gameplay styles, that just makes me think of a movie Time, where they kind of just throw everything at the wall.
But just like onions, this swamp has layers of
Wait,
dirt
a
and
Shrek
meaty
crossover with
Ugh, fine.
Power Wash Simulator?
Ogre it anyway. A muddy good time awaits in the Shrek special.
Okay, that's a big
DLC
surprise.
Power Wash Simulator.
Although I could have really done without the puns, though. I gotta take points off of that.
It's a challenging roguelike set in a grungy, whimsical world.
When I first pitched Morsels 4 years ago, it was a simple top-down shooter, which is a genre.
Well, that sounds like it changed a awful lot. Also, why go for a roguelike? It just feels like you're chasing a trend there, turning into a roguelike.
They enjoy the frenetic action.
Man, I wish we had proper story-driven Yu-Gi-Oh games again. I know there was a Yu-Gi-Oh 7's one, and I was interested in that, but again, it was digital only, which again, Konami's such a big company, they could easily afford to have a physical release. Like, come on. Like, I really don't like it when the big companies can't be bothered to do a physical release. Like, you've got lots of them have so much spare change, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm tempted by the Famicom Detective Club, third one that Nintendo are releasing, the MEO one. But I've never had the chance to experience it because they released the remakes of the first 2 games only digitally only, so I passed on it, but...
In this roguelike pachinko-inspired
Oh, come on, why is it always a roguelike these days? I don't even have an issue with roguelike. I mean, I do think it's really cool to, and it, you know, a unique take on combining genres like this sort of thing, adding the peg, you know, the almost pinball physics sort of thing, with the turn-based RPG. It's, you know, I do like it as a concept sort of thing. Though I don't think you needed to make it a roguelike. Like, why?
Some will even heal you for every peg you hit.
Smell? Smoky, as Lapsang Souchong tends to be. Ooh.
Turn pegs into bombs.
Okay, actually not as powerful as I was expecting. The smell's a lot stronger than it looks, but again, I did add milk to it, which helps make the inviting, you know, interesting. You know, it's like, the milk allows it to be a slower introduced sort of thing. I'm not being immediately overwhelmed by the smoky sort of thing. And the smoky flavour is a lot weaker than I was expecting. The smell's a lot stronger than the smoky flavour is. It's a kind of it's a darker taste sort of thing, reaching a little bit. It immediately skips the tip, goes in that little front bit, and then immediately starts washing down to the sides, and the sides of your mouth get the flavour. Very nice. Again, misleading with that smell, but the smell is so much stronger than the actual tea. But again, I've added milk to it. So, if I have it without milk, probably going to be a heck of a lot stronger. But then again also, this was a brew time of only 2 minutes sort of thing. So, you know, whereas before I usually have it like 3 to 5, so maybe this just feels weaker as a result.
Oops, let's try this again.
Of course, unlike my previous Lapsang Souchong was a tea bag tea though, and this one's a tea leaf one, so that probably made quite a difference. So the Lapsang Souchong from the White Star Heritage, very nice, very nice. I guess the Titanic had really nice tea before, you know, everyone died horribly. I get very Box Boy vibes from this, which is strange because because you know there's way more characters than you would get in Box Boy, but it feels like this could have been an evolution of Box Boy, re-releasing it until you actually make more entries in that series, sort of thing. Okay, I think the anime put way too much care in the hip movements there of this canine. Okay, is it right to be putting an indie game for Metal Slug? You know, SNK isn't quite what I'd call indie. Plucky Squire, this one I am very interested in. But I'll probably wait on it because they, you know, again, because of the physical release situation, but they've been commenting about trying to get a physical release sort of thing. But it's not going to be in time for when the actual game releases. That I do know. I could dedicate an entire YouTube channel just to the glory of Yuri Kozukara, and I'd be quite content. Oh man, I hope there's some Project Zero news in this Nintendo Direct. That'd be awesome. And now on to the Nintendo Partner Direct then. Okay, later half of 2024. Well, I do have a lack of games to get because there's a lack of physical game releases coming up. So I could really do with something worth buying. Please announce a physical release of Card NCL. That would be really appreciated because that's pretty much the only game I've got left that I'm thinking about at the moment. I mean, Plucky Squire, you know, you saw I said before, interested in, but I was more of a columns person. And if you want Nintendo sort of themed ones, then Paladin Pon. I do have something in the works relating to that. Though I really shouldn't because honestly I'm getting stressed by the amount of extra things I keep giving myself to do. Even this I probably shouldn't be doing. I keep stressing myself out. Oh, okay. Now, that's a nice way to explore. I kind of was expecting more to be a pure racing game, sort of boarding game sort of thing. But at least it's a cool way to explore the world. And the desert is a sort of environment where you can have a large area and kind of repeat the design sort of thing. But ironically, they've actually made the desert really unique looking. Like, they could easily have gone away with a big sandy expanse to make it easier to make the game, but no, they actually put a lot of detail in making sure this desert actually looks decent. Oh, Stalker! It's kind of weird that that game's coming out now as the sequel finally comes out. But did they say trilogy? How are we getting a Stalker 2 when there's already an original? Ah, Worms Armageddon! Oh gosh, I love this game. It's one of my favourite N64 titles. You know, I was really hoping the Hatsune Miku Fitness Boxing would be coming out of here, which technically it did, but it didn't come out physically. You know, that would have been what you'd get me to actually be playing Fitness Boxing, you know, Hatsune Miku sort of thing, but again, you didn't bother with a physical release, so once again I had to pass, so Likewise, you know, I'm trying to remember, there was another game I was looking forward to. There was also, you know, along the same time as the had to be, because like, I was going into the game repeatedly trying to pre-order games, and I could not, because I had like points to use up, and I could not pre-order any of them because none of them were having physical releases. I was going after game after game after game. It's got Fine Collection 2, okay, so yeah, it's strange because Capcom Fine Collection 1 only came out this year, not even that long ago actually. Oh wow, Project Justice! I saw that for the Dreamcast in the store the other day. It's really expensive. So that's a nice way for people to actually get to play without spending, you know, like 120 quid. And that's one that doesn't get talked about often, so that's kind of cool. Hey, Power Stone! Not a Power Stone 3, but still, really nice to see the Power Stone games finally get re-releases outside of the PSP. Yeah, I'm not sure why they focus so much on the Ryu Terry sort of thing. Power Stone getting a re-release is a significantly bigger deal. No offense to Terry. Like, wow, Power Stone. Oh, that's awesome. That was a very deliberate angle. No, I was thinking there was going to be a turn-based RPG, but no, it's, you know, action RPG, which, you know, occasionally I can like an action RPG sort of thing, but I don't know. It's also, it's a weird situation for me, because I love turn-based RPGs gameplay. Yeah, I can't... Yeah, I'm worried to invest in turn-based RPGs because they are so needlessly long. Ooh, is this going to have Castlevania 64 on it? Saying Castlevania 64. Not that one. Or I do know the girls queuing it. No, you know. No, so Portrait Rune has a very cute heroine. Oh, neat! Haunted Castle! Okay, that's really cool. But I still would have preferred seeing Castlevania 64 here, you know? So anyway, I participated in Art Fight recently, this year, sort of thing. And because I don't know when any of the other videos will come out that will be relevant to it, sort of thing, this is probably the best time to show off some of the Art Fight stuff. I've got, of course, artwork that I have made in Art Fight sort of thing. And again, you'll see some of, you'll perhaps see some of those in the top corner as this thing goes by. But, you know, something that's worth mentioning is that I received artwork in turn from ArtFi, and I assume I would have permission. Oh hey, My Sims, that's pretty cool. Though when you get down to it, My Sims is a game of no actual game sort of thing, so of course whilst I love the charm of it all, I quickly lost interest sort of thing. You know what, maybe I'll also at some point show off the art attacks I received in turn. I mean, I got literally sent them, so I would assume I have authorization to show them off here, and I'll include links down below as to where you can actually see these art uploads. Well, provided you've got an ArtFi account, you kind of need that to be able to see them. The Infernal Siren art had the mermaid one sort of thing, really nice. Liverio C had Nanka and her OC Tsukiko interacting. And of course that was a delight. I always love seeing OC interactions, and I'd always wanted to see Nanka and Tsukiko interact, so there we go. Yoragi Craft also has a really nice Nanka artwork, but not just Nanka in it, it was also Hat and Grindu. What else? Oh yeah, there was Lupine got a really nice artwork.
Me? I should ask the same of you.
What on earth is this? Rune Factory? Oh hey, a new Rune Factory! They abandoned the numbering system.
On the Rune Factory series.
Yeah, it's certainly a departure. And of course, can't be a Nintendo Direct Drive farming game! Hey! Yeah, well, looking really nice. I see Rune Factory still going on strong.
But beware.
Again, not sure why they abandoned the numbering system though. Yeah, why is it not a Rune Factory? What was it? 6? 7? Wow, huge pie is really up to combat.
Get to know the community around.
Yeah, of course, can't not mention the bachelors and bachelorettes.
Who knows?
She's adorable, by the way. And there was, otherwise, for instance, I got 2 Nanka artworks from, I think it's Pippin Loco, who was like, had a great sort of like revenge chain going on sort of thing. Pippin Loco was a great way to be introduced to ArtFi. Yeah, ultimately, yeah, not much for me, that was kind of to be expected though. I mean, heck, halfway through, I just decided to talk about ArtFi sort of thing, because I could. Yeah, I mean, the Power Stone coming back, is, being included in the collection is huge. And there was Plucky Sakaya stuff was cool, but other than that, yeah, not really anything for me, but I kind of expected that going in. There's going to be a very short, I guess this will be easy to compile into a short video, because there's not much really to highlight here, but hope you enjoyed. I'll have had the anchor pop up saying like, comment, subscribe before, but for now, like, comment, and subscribe as well here, just as a reminder. And cheerio!